Well, here's my new car, the 528i. It has XDrive, which is an all-wheel drive car, and has a lot of really cool features. So I'll show you a few of those. First off, it has the keyless entry. So one of the things that you can do is you can say, you can press the N lock for a period of a few seconds, and it'll start opening up the car so that you can cool it off in the summertime. And it'll even open up the sunroof, which is all pretty cool. The only thing is you gotta close all that. Anyway, so to unlock it, you basically just touch the handle, and it'll, so I can show you the lock is right here, and then to unlock it, you just put your hand on the handle, and you just have to have the key in your pocket. So anyway, the it's a very driver's-oriented car, in that the everything is centered around the driver. A lot of the controls and that are very centered on so for example, the trip or the temperature and the clock and everything are very centered. They're like on here as opposed to the center of the console and all that. It has some really neat things that it can do here in terms of the display. It's got a really nice big display. Go all the way out to the world and then come in. It also has like traffic, so it'll tell you what the traffic's like in the area. It also has things like the weather, so I can go over to the main menu here, and they have everything's connected to the internet. So I'm just closing it up because it's cold. BMW Online, which then takes you to the internet, and you can do things like weather. You can do a search online. This is all included in the cost of the car. It's a 3-year lease that we have with it and everything, and we don't pay anything for this. You can get the weather. It also has things like multimedia, so you can get this is the music collection, so it's kind of like Dad's, where it's got a hard drive. You got the DVD. It also has on the radio. It's got things like, it has satellite radio, comes with a year free. I don't know that I'll need it after a year. There's heated seats, which is really nice here. It has a heated steering wheel, so over here there's a control to be able to heat the steering wheel. The steering wheel goes up and down using that control. There's also a control down here for the seats, as well as the headrest. The headrest goes up and down there. Also has like sport, so you can bring the car into a sport mode, which then gives it a little more of a rigid ride, and it's a little peppier. You can also move it from sport to comfort, which is the standard, and then down to eco, which then turns the car, changes the cab environment so that it's a little more energy efficient. And but one thing that is kind of cool, it actually shuts off the engine when you stop at stoplights, a lot like a hybrid does, and apparently that saves quite a bit of energy. So that is the driver's side. I'll show you where the kids are all excited. First off, it's a pretty generous back seat. The seat itself is actually a little bit bigger. The distance between the seat and the next seat is not as generous as the ES300, but I think the seat itself is actually bigger, so you've got less of your leg hanging over the edge. I'm really quite comfortable in here. That's with my distance for the driver's side. Heated seats here in the back, so you can go from 3 to 1. The kids have their own control here for the air conditioning, which is nice for them. Like the old ES300, it's got the middle thing here, and actually I don't think the middle thing has a storage compartment, but it does have the pass-through into the trunk, and then you know, cup holders. So cup holders are a little bit tighter. As I noticed in the front, it's got kind of an interesting like design there. They're a little tighter, but that's kind of nice. My ES300, the cup holders were a little too loose. Sorry, Dan. I know you're getting that car, but you can manage. It is manageable. One thing on the here's the back of the car, and one thing that's kind of cool is if you want to open the trunk, all you do is you put your foot underneath the bumper and it opens up. Excuse me. It also has an automatic trunk closer. You can lock the entire car from here, so that's kind of cool. Generally a very sharp looking car. I love the white and the tan. Obviously that's worked for me for the last 13 years. Robbie says it has it has run flat tires, which is kind of cool. I've never had those before. And Robbie says that it doesn't sound like my ES300. It's got more of a race car sound, which you can definitely hear when you're revving up or going down the road. But that is it. That's my new car.